What's up, guys? Welcome to First World Problems, the podcast here on Lego My Grego TV. I am your host, Lego My Grego. That's Grim in the corner. She's just kind of here because she doesn't want to be in the podcast and also won't leave. That was really bad. I'm so sorry, Grim. Our special guest this week is, she's a cosplayer from the home of the waffle itself. She's from Belgium. Her name is Harley. Hello, Harley. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I got my coffee. I ruined my breakfast. But you know what? You can't win them all. So Harley, why don't you tell us a little bit about what does Harley do? Who is Harley at her heart?
What does Harley do? Well, except from cosplay, or
just anything. You can cosplay. You can talk about your hobbies, your interests, career ambitions. You can talk about your breakfast 2 days ago. You can talk about that one time at band camp.
We don't talk about band camp.
No one talks about band camp. Band camp is bad news for everybody involved. Well, two of my best friends were in high school band, and they were on drumline. So for band camp every summer, they'd have to do these ridiculous tasks, like they'd have to find a blade of grass that was identical to the other one, and they'd bring it up to the seniors and be like, "I found the grass." They're like, "No, you didn't." They slap it out of their hand, find another one. The trick was that no two blades of grass are the same because they were dicks.
Okay, so well, apart from cosplay, which is obvious, I experiment a lot with makeup lately because of cosplay. I have unusual pets, like they would say. I have owl.
You have an owl?
I have an owl, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
had two, but one kind of died. So.
I'm sorry to hear that. I love owls. They're so cute and wise.
But yeah, I have owl, so I'm an animal lover. Not in the bad way.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
I'm a gamer.
Games are good.
I'm a girl gamer.
Right on. What are you playing these days?
Hmm?
What are you playing these days?
The latest game I finished was Life is Strange. I know it's late, but...
Is that why the hair's blue?
No!
Okay, I had a guess. Life is Strange is a great game. And Chloe's an amazing
The hair is blue because an original character of mine.
Okay.
So yeah, gaming, cosplay, makeup,
Okay. Right on.
writing a little bit.
Okay, cool.
That's about it.
Right on. Well, it's good to do all those things. How'd you get into cosplaying, Harley?
I actually don't remember. I've known cosplay for like years. I just didn't know the name. I've wanted to do it for years. I never did it because I felt I didn't have the right body type. I wanted to do Harley, obviously, but Harley is, model-sized.
Mm.
So I was like, I can't do that because I don't have the right body type. And
That's always the worst
then-
feeling, isn't it? The first year I went to Indiana Comic-Con, I wanted to cosplay as the 11th Doctor. I'm just like, I don't look like this. I think that was when I was at my fattest, which was like 315. And I just was so like self-conscious about doing anything like that. I wore a shirt and a tie last year, and it just didn't work. Sorry, go ahead. I keep interrupting you.
you're fine.
I'm a bad host.
Then you probably heard of this cosplayer. She's called Joker's Harley.
I have not actually.
Alyssa King.
Okay, that name I know actually. There we go.
She does classic Harley Quinn. She wasn't the perfect body type for it either, but she looked badass. And she was really heavy on the cosplay is for everybody. Doesn't matter your body type.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave me the push to do it. So one day I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a costume. And I'm still wearing that costume to this day.
All right. Cool.
Which is like a year ago.
Right on. Well, anything else you want to get off your chest? Want to share with our group, our audience, our friends? Grim?
How much time do you have?
As much as we can get you for today, Harley.
Anyway, but yeah, cosplay is... I've been in the cosplay community for like a year now, and I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That's awesome. Cosplayers are some of the nicest people on Earth, I realize.
They are.
They
Like,
really are.
you can have someone you just met like a minute ago, and suddenly they're like fixing your pants or whatever, and it's like, oh, hey, well, this got quite intimate.
Yeah, very fast. All right. All right, we'll talk more about cosplay, I'm sure, as the show goes on. But if you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, or Harley, or Grimmy, First World Problems Podcast is the podcast where we take the pettiest things that we can think of. The things like the world right now. There are storms destroying. There's storms destroying all over. I don't know about how things are in Belgium right now, Harley. But we have been having hurricane after hurricane up here. It's insane. Down here, up here. Where are we? Left, right, up, down. A B start. Sorry, I'll stop talking. But people are in trouble. People are getting hurt and dying, and it's sad. It's terrible, and I'm pissed off. I've been brought to the edge of my sanity because I go to the Halloween store to get my costume. I wanted to get a Superman costume this year. I'm now making my own because of this. But I pick up a Superman costume, $75. It's not even like one of the muscly suits. It's just a regular Superman suit and a cape. What the actual fuck is the problem with that? How is it that we've entered an industry where Halloween is so overpriced and commercialized? So my first problem to you, Harley, is why are costumes so expensive everywhere? I don't know if they are everywhere, but I know here they're insanely overpriced.
Why are they expensive? Well, I know mine was expensive because it was custom made, but I think it's just the economy of like, hey, we can make money off of this because Halloween is getting more and more popular, at least over here. And anything they can make money on, they will make money on. So they will make it ridiculously expensive just because they can. That's what I think.
That's fair. I looked at like 4 different costumes. They're all, $60 was the cheapest one, and I can't understand why they're that much. I mean, I get it. Everyone has to make money in some way, shape, or form. But at the same time, like I can make that. I'm going to make that costume now for so much. Like it'll be maybe $30 when it's all said and done. To get I gotta get the T-shirt with the actual logo because I'm doing a specific Superman from the Superman Kingdom Come book or Justice League Kingdom Come. So I'm getting that specific shirt, cutting out the S, and then I'm going to be sewing it onto an actual, just a regular blue shirt, blue pants. I'm going to buy a pair of red boots. I'm going to buy the cape, sew the cape onto the back of the shirt. There you go. It's that simple. But yet, to get a regular basic bitch Superman costume, it's $60? That's insanity.
My Arkham Knight Harley Quinn is now... I stopped counting how much it cost me at €300.
Oh boy.
In total.
I just don't get it.
And I just spent another $35 on a new wig because my wig broke.
Yeah. Say for Comic-Con this year, I'm trying to do a Jason Todd Red Hood costume.
Yes,
and
do it.
I want to do it so badly, but it's like the costume online, that's just for the jacket, the cool jacket, it's like $150, and then the mask, the giant mask itself, it's about another $120. So I guess that's another one. Probably gonna have to make most of that. I mean, I have most of the pieces to do the basic Jason Todd, and then I can do a paper mache helmet. But I'm definitely gonna do the helmet because I thought about it the other day. And I'm like, I'm doing this because I know someone who's good at this, so who can walk me through the process. But the problem is, I really want that jacket because it's a really cool jacket, really cool hood I can put up. It's got the red bat on it. I'm like, this is what I want to do. But
well, you can invest money in one good piece for a costume. I know a friend who does Killer Croc, and I know for a fact that he has the official Killer Croc leather jacket.
Ooh.
Well, it wasn't that expensive over here, I think, but still, it was, it has to be a little bit expensive at least. But if you spend money on one thing that really makes a costume, you can, go cheap on the rest.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
That's what because for this cosplay, let's call it that. All I bought, especially for it, is the wig.
For what?
All the rest the
wig.
The only thing that I really bought, especially for it, is the wig.
Okay.
The clothes I already had.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, fair enough.
Cheap cost.
Yeah, and you're very good at. I've seen your Facebook page. You're very good at what you do. So yeah, whatever I was about to say was going to come out of my mouth, but I forget things, so it got tangled up in there. Waiting for it to come back around now. Red Hood costumes. Yeah, I mean, I have most of the pieces for the Red Hood that I would technically need to just do a basic bitch Red Hood, but I really want to look fancy with that. Jason Todd Red Hood is probably one of my favorite comic book characters, so I really just want to go all out with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it gets expensive fast.
What you also can do, what a lot of cosplayers do, they start with a really bad, I don't want to use the word, but, basic version, and over the years, perfect it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what a lot of people also do.
yeah, and that's a good point. I'm just very impatient. Hence, for example, my YouTube channel, why I will put up one episode of a show and then the next episode will come up months later, because I'm very impatient. I'm like, I have to put everything up right now. It's all finished. Clicky upload. Fuck. Like right now we have the show Pam Hates Video Games. We shot an episode of that. We actually shot two. I lost one of them, and then the week she came back to shoot more episodes, we had technical difficulties that we couldn't finish shooting the show. That was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and we still have just one episode up, and I've canceled the Thursday video because of that. Because I just admitting defeat at every turn.
Yeah, patience is something you might have to work on because that's something you will need.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead. Sorry.
for my Arkham Knight Harley, I need like an hour and a half, up to 2 hours, just to get ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah, patience is something you will need because the makeup is a bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I just can't. I have never been a patient human being. I just can't do it. I have to have everything at a million miles an hour. If I can't do it, I just throw my tantrum and give up. I don't give up. I huff away in a huff and I pout for a bit and I get back to it. But I'm just an impatient person. It's like getting my pilot's license. I was in the process of doing that earlier this year, and then it was just like, this is gonna take for fucking ever. I'm out. Really, it was I was unemployed and had the money at the time, but at the same time, I want to go back and do that at some point. But I just didn't have the patience to follow through with it. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I need to figure out why I'm such an impatient brat, and how do I fix that? But Halloween.
You'll get better at it when you get older.
Yeah. But back to Halloween. Halloween is it's so much fun, but it's been so overly commercialized and so screwed up in the United States. Like, again, I don't know much about how things are in the land of the waffle, but
Very different, really, because, trick or treat, we don't do that.
you don't do trick or treating? How do you
No.
live?
I know. Like, Halloween for us is okay. A few of the TV stations will, play Halloween movies. They have Halloween parties where you can go dressed up. And then you have, I don't know if you have it over there, Halloween walks, I could call it. Like, they will make a certain route, like through a forest or through some fields or whatever, and alongside the road, there will be people scaring you and, seeing build up and stuff.
That's awesome.
So that's basically Halloween over here.
Okay. See, it's basically our Halloween without the trick-or-treating. That's sad. The walks you're describing sound like a combination of haunted houses for us, and then zombie walk, which I know we do in South Bend, which is just they pick a route, everyone dresses like a zombie, and it's a really cool time. But that's unfortunate because Halloween is so much fun. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. That is what we need. That's what everyone needs. And
yeah, I wish we had trick or treat here because I would love to go. Even though I'm like 25, I would go.
Oh my god! Last year, I was with two of my best friends. I went trick or treating with them, and they're both females, and we were trick or treating, and they were both trick or treating. Like, we took one of their like little cousins with them, but those two were like, "Oh, give us candy too," and I'm like, I feel very self-conscious. They're not going to give me candy, but I love it so much. And I hate now, at least in my area, that with trick or treating it's timed. Like, trick or treating only lasts for like 3 hours now, as opposed to when I was a kid, it lasted from 5 to 10 at night. And it was so much fun. I remember staying out until 9 o'clock, and I got candy and ran around and had fun. And now it's like, okay, kids, let's go. All right, we finished the block. Now trick-or-treating's over. It's time to go home. Yay.
It feels rushed like now.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's go. Okay, we did the block. Okay, now go home.
Yeah. All right, kids, that was fun. We only went to one house. I'll buy you candy. It's not the same. It's like, you spent all this money on a costume. Let us have fun. Oh my god.
I was never that cool.
Sorry?
I was always a witch.
You're always a witch?
I was always a witch.
Witches are cool. I mean, do what you gotta do, right?
I had the skirt that I wore, when I was 10 and when I was 17. Up till now, I still wear it. I had a black shirt, which was all I needed, and I had a cape, and I had the hat. So, witch.
There you go. It's all you. Yeah.
I was lazy.
That's all you need.
I was lazy. I had a broom too.
Oh, brooms. I want to fly a broom so bad someday. Like, how far are we from them engineering an actual version of Quidditch? Anyone want to guess that? Like, playing real Quidditch. 10 years, Grim says? Okay. Grim, how you doing over there?
I'm good.
She says she's doing good. She's very sparkly in the face now. She's still wearing her cat ears, so that's something. So that's cool. All right, Harley, so before we get over to your topic, I want to remind everybody who's watching this amazing quality, totally quality podcast, that if you want to support this show, patreon.com/LegoMyGrego is the place to go. It's where you can help support the show at the $1, $2, or $5 levels. There's all kinds of cool perks. I'm trying to rework some stuff right now so everyone gets a better deal for less money. I know right out of the gate saying, "Hey, I have this thing. Give me money for it." Isn't 8 years right out of the gate, whatever. That's people aren't too keen on doing that. Even though I have the only 2 sponsors I have right now are the $5 sponsors, which is great. But please support our show. Please support our podcast. You get all kinds of quality content, exclusive perks. Every video is a week early or when it's done at this point because I'm a little behind on my schedule right now. But today's a busy day for me. $5 gets you the Patreon producer perk, which means your name is on every episode. You get a Patreon submitted topic at the $2 level. You get to submit a topic to this podcast, which we have one today. There'll be topic number 3 on the day. It's great. So, yeah, patreon.com/LegoMyGrego. Help us out over there. If you can't help us out there, if you have no money to give, that's fine. YouTube.com/GNFilmsProductions, a.k.a. LegoMyGrego TV. That's where you can go. Just click and subscribe, watch our videos, have a good time. Grim is getting up from her chair and walking behind me now. Grim, you're cute. And now back to you, Harley. What is your topic on First World Problems? What happened to my lighting? It's back away. Oh.
Okay, say that again.
Grammy, did the closet eat you? Oh no, she said it ate her. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Harley, what is your topic? First world problem. Go. I'm out of coffee.
My first world problem is cosplay.
Cosplay?
Obviously. Cosplay, yes.
Good.
Cosplayers have so many first world problems.
I can imagine.
One you already mentioned. What the fuck do I wear?
What do I fucking wear? That's a great one.
At the moment, I have my Arkham Knight Harley, I have the Crow, I have Melisandre, and I have this one. So okay. I have like 4 cosplays. Well, I have Felicity, but I'm not gonna do her anymore because fuck those heels. I have 4 cosplays, and every convention I'm like, what am I gonna wear?
Yeah, there's too many choices. Like right now for Indie Comic Con this year, I'm planning on going big, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a cosplay for every day of the con. I'm gonna be there doing 5 panels. I can totally do this. So I wanted to do Crow from Ruby, Red Hood, and then what was the third one, Graham? Grammy? Yeah. She's dead. Oh, Pokemon trainer. Because Graham was gonna go as Delphox. So I was gonna be a Pokemon trainer to complement that. So I was getting my Team Instinct gear all together, and I was gonna be like, I'm gonna train Pokemons.
Oh, I have my Pokemon trainer Harley too, so I have 5.
That's amazing. That's
Wait,
awesome.
You haven't seen her yet?
What?
You haven't seen her yet?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you should see the video I just put up on my page. Well, just a week ago. Ish.
I'll do that one. I'll have to do that because that sounds awesome.
I'm just gonna say a wild Pidgey appeared.
A wild. Who are Harley's starter Pokemon? Who are her 6 Pokemons?
Well, actually, I haven't given it that much thought. Okay. Not yet. But she has to have a Growlithe because I love Growlithe. And she has Puchianas too.
Okay.
Bud and Lou.
Okay.
Because Harley Quinn has 2 hyenas, so.
That's a good argument. Wow, nice.
Also, she needs at least 1 plant Pokemon and name it Red. Well, Mr. Mime probably and name it Mr. J. Or Puddin. Or Puddin. But yeah, I haven't really given it much thought because nobody ever asked. So I'm gonna think about that. But yeah, Growlithe because of my love for Growlithe, and 2 Puchianas, for sure.
Got it. Okay.
Wait, I have to do the thing now. Okay. First world problems, cosplay. First of all, what do we wear? For me, personally, especially for this one, like, shit, how do I pose? When somebody asks for a picture, I'm like, for my Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, I have a few standard poses, but for this one, it's just like, shit, what am I gonna do? Posing is kind of difficult still for me. But I've only been in it for a year, so I'll learn.
Yeah. Growing pains.
Um,
See, I always feel bad asking people to get a picture with them, like them posing. Like, what was it 2015 Indie Comic Con? There was a Harley Quinn and Carmen or not Harley Quinn. There was Waldo and Carmen Sandiego. They were like walking around together, and my friends were like, "Oh, let's take pictures with them." And they both asked one by one, and I just kind of walked up afterwards. I'm like, "I'm too nervous to ask. I'm just gonna assume you know. Please don't hate me. I'm not a weirdo. I promise."
Always ask. We don't mind. We'll take a picture with you. We'll do whatever pose you want. Within boundaries. Don't grab boobs. Cosplay is not consent. If you want to take a picture while you like are touchy-feely, ask if they're okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like a, hey, I'm here, and I was doing like a, hi, I found you kind of pose with the fingers, but yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, for my Arkham Knight Harley, I tend to have like a standard pose where I put my hand on their shoulder and just go really close. My other hand has the bat, so that's kind of a standard one. Some people ask for poses like, can you pretend to hit me with the bat? So, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point is always go up and ask.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that we hate more than sniping.
Smiling?
Sniping.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sniping, picture sniping, like taking pictures from afar when we're not posing or not in character.
Yeah.
I hate it. Just like come up and ask, we don't mind.
See, I'm trying to think what would the best case scenario for that be. Like if you're in like a Master Chief or a Stormtrooper costume, like because then you're just in character all the time by the
yeah.
But to something
for
else
that,
like
kind of different, but then you still have the problem. Some stormtroopers when they're taking a break, they take the helmet off. Don't take pictures when they don't have the helmet on.
Okay, I just had a great idea for a con. Go as Captain Phasma and just walk around the con waiting for a stormtrooper to do that, and just walk up to him and like just say a random number. It's like TK421. Why are you out of uniform? Report to my quarters. That's what Force Awakens. I'm a giant fucking nerd.
But yeah, as for pictures, always ask. Don't snipe. Don't take pictures of cosplayers on break, which I've had happen a few times. Once when I was the Crow, from the movie The Crow with Brandon Lee, I was calling a friend.
Okay.
So I had my phone next to me, and a guy walked up to me with like a big ass lens right in front of my face. He put the camera, and I gave him a look of like, dude, really? He snapped a picture and he left, and I was like,
I don't get that.
Did it, and you have a better picture.
Why do people do? I don't understand. Because here's the thing: when I was a kid, I was that kid. Because I had my little video camera, like I'm gonna make a movie of everyone doing their things, and everyone fucking hated me and avoided me like the plague for it, except for my friend Matt. And now it's just like I don't do that. Like I did this video series called The Wishing Well Backstage Pass a couple months back for a fundraising event. And I was so nervous every time I had to ask somebody to do if I could interview them or to get just B-roll footage of the crowd at the concert, because I was just like, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna come up and punch me in the face. Everybody. That's why oh my god, I didn't put that together. And that's why I'm afraid of doing that. That's why I'm afraid of talking to people with a camera, because everyone. But it's like I don't get how can people be so bold, just be like, hey, click, walk away. It's like not even asking, really.
Yeah, the same day that the thing with the phone happened, I was sitting down with friends, in my cosplay, and we were eating. So I'm sitting, and my friends are sitting here and here. This guy walks up, crouches down between my friends, takes a picture, and leaves. And I'm like, you could have asked. I could have stood up. I could have done a pose.
Yeah.
You would have a better picture. Now you have a pissed off crow sitting on the ground.
And you have a bat. That's not a good thing. Like, take a picture of a girl with a
as
bat.
crow, I don't have a bat.
Really? Okay.
He doesn't have a bat.
Oh,
he has a crow.
Oh, well, either way, you have a weapon. You can use
And a shotgun. I'm gonna work on a shotgun.
Is this a real shotgun, or are we just talking shop, or is it just talking shop? A wink.
Of course, it's gonna be a real shotgun.
It's not loaded.
It's not loaded. Whoops.
Oh, it was my bad, guys. My bad. Look down at the corpse.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna go with a real one because we want to, get inside the convention.
Yeah.
And conventions are really crappy sometimes. My baseball bat, I have 3 bats. I have 2 wooden ones and 1 plastic.
Yeah.
The convention, one of the biggest conventions in Belgium, I always send them a message asking, am I allowed to bring my wooden baseball bat in? Or is it not allowed? They will send me a message back, yeah, of course it's allowed. So I'm like, good, awesome, I bring my wooden baseball bat. But considering I had a dealer band because I was working at a stand, you okay there?
Yeah, I have a Grimmy hitting my hand. Doing a little meow move.
But yeah, I was working at a stand, so I didn't have to pass the weapon check, so my baseball bat got inside anyway. People would walk up to me and go like, is that a wooden one? How did you get it in? Mine was confiscated. It's like, what do you mean yours was taken? It's allowed. And I took my phone out, I showed the message, like, it's allowed. They told me it's allowed.
Oh boy.
But all of the Harleys, all of the Negans, they all had to leave their bat.
That sucks. I have a Negan costume that I did for Halloween last year, and I still...
One moment. Yeah?
Alright, gang, sorry about that. We are back on First World Problems, the podcast. We had a massive technical hiccup, which is kind of why, it's why things are so janky, broken, ghetto. But it's okay, because we are going to endure and persevere for this last topic of First World Problems, the podcast. It's our Patreon-supported topic. It comes from our patron, Kyle. And Kyle wants to know, why can't I get a girlfriend? So, we're going to talk about what it takes to get into a relationship on this last topic of the podcast. And again, I apologize for the audio quality right now, or not the audio. The audio should be okay. It's the video quality right now for the podcast. Our audio listeners over on patreon.com/LegoMcGregor for $1 can get the audio podcast. They're fine. They're made in the shade. Everything's the same. It's all good. But yeah, how can we help Kyle? What should we do for Kyle? How can Kyle get a girlfriend?
Well, that's difficult because we don't have a lot of info.
I personally know Kyle. He seems to be a nice guy, from what I can see. He very much a little down on himself, a little down on himself about some stuff. Likes to drink a little bit. He's a nice guy. He just kind of likes to rag on himself a lot. And I do have to say, one of the things, and I know this is a very cliche topic that everybody says in terms of relationship advice, confidence is the key. It really is.
I know.
When you have faith in yourself, it's a whole lot easier to, confer and... Are you going to make a surprise appearance at the end of this, Grim? Because you look just so ready for this. I'll let you do the ad read out since you're just so primed for this. Okay. Let's talk about that. But confidence is the key. The other thing is actively looking for a relationship. It's good, but when it comes to your whole priority, your whole world, and nothing. This is a Kyle thing. I don't know what his routine is for looking for somebody. But it's not necessarily a good thing. It can get messy really fast.
Yeah, but the confidence thing, you don't have to be confident, because I'm totally not confident. If you fake it, it seems real.
Yeah.
I fake my confidence. Nobody knows I fake my confidence.
Yeah.
And, apparently it works because people think that I'm super confident.
As far as I can tell, you're on some stranger's podcast, so that's good news.
I'm nervous as fuck right now, but...
You're doing great. You're rocking the blue hair. You're conversating. Your topic was A-okay. It really was. That sounded so sarcastic, but I was being truthful.
But Grim? As for Kyle, again, what you said, actively looking for a relationship does not work.
It causes some problems.
It's like... In general, real life, when you're looking for something, you never find it. But when you don't need it, you find it everywhere. Very
much so. Or you're looking for it, but it comes out of left field, and you find it somewhere completely different that you weren't even expecting to look.
Also, for me personally, turn-offs are guys that are really, really needy or clingy. I can understand when you like a person and you want to be with that person, but if that person says no, just take a step back. If you're trying too hard, it's also not going to work.
Yeah.
Teach the advice, be yourself.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. You know, he's not. You're not a bad dude. You're not. You know, you can things and you can stuff too. I really fucking suck at talking to other human beings about anything serious. But I mean, just don't take yourself too seriously. At the same time, you know, have some faith in yourself. You know, you gotta go all out there. You gotta believe you can do it. For me, I'm a weird bastard. I get that. But when my antidepressants are kicking in, I'm charismatic and I'm snappy and I'm like, hey, you, let's talk and be pals and chums and whatever the fuck else we want to be. Yeah.
Being weird is fine. I'm weird and I'm fucking proud of it. I used to hate it.
Right.
I was the freak of my class.
Right.
But I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me now. I'm confident-ish.
You are confident.
I'm doing cosplay. I'm doing what I love. I'm making new friends. And I'm still being the same weird me that people used to hate.
Yeah.
And people now, the friends that I have now, they love the fact that I'm so weird.
Yeah. And for me, it's like, people hate me, I get it, but I also don't give a fuck. Like, you gotta believe in, you gotta put more stock in yourself than anything else. You can't be like, I need a relationship for self-affirmation or a friendship for self-affirmation. Just go for it, you know? Just, you know. Also, things like Tinder and Bumble, OkCupid, they are viable options. Again, just don't take yourself too... What?
I'm probably not gonna ever do Tinder, Bumble.
That's probably smart. A lot of dicks from what I hear on the female side of that. And I mean that in the literal sense and the metaphoric sense.
Yeah, but for me, it's like words.
Words are hard.
I don't know, like an auction-ish.
An auction?
They see you and they see you and they immediately make an opinion of you based on your looks.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They base them completely on your looks. If you don't look good, they won't pick you.
Yeah. And on the guy side, that's true too, because it's like, it works both ways. Because me, not a great looking dude. But I have personality, I'm snappy, and I don't have a great opening either. I was just something along the lines of, hey, and then I put in parentheses something along, like, what the fuck was it? Hey, insert cheesy / interesting opening line here. And that was the first thing I'd say. Just think like, hey, I'm trying to get your attention. It never worked. It worked a couple times, but yeah, Tinder's not a great.
I would rather, you know,
go Bumble. Get Bumble.
Have a guy that is interested in me because of me.
Yeah.
Not because of how I look.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for me, a relationship or a guy, if we click on a personal level, you know, same humor, same interest, whatever, I don't care what he looks like.
Yep. Also, high school... Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Also, high school Greg's tips, shower regularly. That's an important thing. You know, if you're self-conscious about your body, maybe work on that a little bit, because I was very much, like... honestly, I've noticed a giant shift in my like thinking process in the last couple of months because I lost over 100 pounds within the last year, and like suddenly I have energy and confidence I didn't have before. So I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm in no way body shaming people. If you feel great with the way you are, that's great. Do you? That came out very bad. I really regret saying it up my mouth in the first place. That sounded really, really bad and judgy, but it was not meant to be. Like. You've got to be. You have to do whatever. You have to be confident. That was my main point. You know, whatever form that takes, you do you.
If you're not 100% happy with how you look, you know, body type, learn how to dress according to your body type.
Yeah. Oh my God, don't I know that?
I've seen girls and women that are heavier than me, and they're wearing dresses and whatever, and they're looking way better than I do. So. Your body type doesn't have to, you know, be a turn off. Just, you know, if you learn how to dress right according to your body type, that helps.
Yeah, exactly. Grim, do you have any advice? You want to come over here and give us your 2 cents on the issue?
Yeah, help Kyle.
Yes, help Kyle. He's a stand-up young man.
Right. Well, I guess my biggest thing would be you have to be yourself.
She said your biggest thing is you have to be yourself, and... You
keep talking about confidence, but confidence isn't always key. She
said you keep talking about confidence, but confidence isn't always key. You should probably come over here. This isn't I'm not good at doing audio plays. Speak into my mic, the mic of God.
The mic of God. Okay. Well...
I just never realized the camera's also recording audio because we fucked everything up, so it's fine. I fucked everything up.
I thought you could hear me just fine.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking clearly. I'm sorry, Grim. By all means, go for it, though.
Now they get to hear my voice in two
They can hear your sultry
octaves.
voice. You can auto-tune them. Sorry. Go on.
Confidence isn't always key. Sometimes you're not confident, and that's okay. Because sometimes that lack of confidence is what draws people to you. I've had in several experiences where I am not confident, and there are people who come by because I am not confident, because they want to give me that confidence that I am lacking.
Okay.
So sometimes you just have to work on being yourself more than trying to pretend to be something you're not.
Yeah, and that's what that's what I mean when I say confidence. It's being comfortable in your own skin, more or less. I mean, I don't know about, in terms of a guy's thing, that doesn't always work, because just that, from what I've at least noticed in my own personal experience, is a giant turnoff to the girls I've tried to go after. For example, the other reason I assume confident in you is I was drunk at a bowling alley. I went full fulcrum. I was getting strikes left and right because I'm a great bowler when I'm drunk. And it was a great night. But any other time, I would have been like, hey, and then hid in my corner, because that's what I do. Anti-anxiety medication also helps, if you can get some of that.
Yeah?
I'm not going to lie, that I think is responsible for about 40 to 50% of why I'm, as up as I am.
Well, see, when people first get to know me, they look at me as very shy and mousy. Unless you get to know me over the internet first. That is a different story. Harley, how am I over the internet?
Well, due to you.
Yeah.
I am cocky and narcissistic and full of myself.
Yeah, cocky and sarcastic and
everyone
everything that I
assumes I'm
love.
male.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kyle. Well, we wish you the best of luck. By all means, right into first world problems. Let us know how it goes for you with whatever. Oh my God, I should do a relationship talk show. I could be the next Always Open. I'm just fucking around. Harley, where can we find you on the interwebs for anyone who's curious about who you are or what you are, or animal, vegetable, mineral, other words?
I'm on Facebook. I have a cosplay page that's named Pumpkin Pie Cosplay, which is Punkin.
Okay.
Not pumpkin, but pumpkin.
Okay.
But I can give you the link so you can put it wherever.
I will definitely do that. Put in the link in the description of the video and the audio and everything else. Ooh, that hurt. Any closing thoughts, Miss Harley?
Always be yourself.
Always be yourself.
Unless you can be Harley, always be Harley.
Always be Harley. There you go. Halloween can be serious bullshit. So can cosplaying, but they're also both very fun, done right. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching First World Problems, the podcast, this week on LEGO My Grego TV. Harley, thank you so much for joining us. Hope to have you back. Come out for trick-or-treating sometime, just come on, just make the one-day trip. We'll go trick-or-treating, we'll get some candy, it'll be fun. I'm sure that's cheap and cost-effective, right? I mean, you get all that candy, it's like an investment.
And you get me.
And you get Grim. I'll probably be hiding in my room, because I'm afraid of people. I'm okay with dogs and cats. I'll hang out with Shadow and Aya in my room. But, yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Harley. Again, patreon.com/LegoMyGrego. I cannot stress enough. That's where you can get the audio version of this podcast for just $1. You can also get exclusive perks like early access to videos that come out. This podcast, for instance, a week early. You get all kinds of goodies, including a submission to this podcast, First World Problems podcast, for your topic, just like Kyle did. And at $5, you get your name in the show, like Kyle and Richard Nyers, our Patreon producers for the month of October. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate. They're in September, but it's October now, so it's close enough. Lego My Grego TV over on YouTube. You can check us out there. If you don't have any money to give, just click the little thumbsy uppy button to subscribe, or thumbsy uppy our videos and comment. The button system. Just click the button system clicky bar, and you can do all kinds of good things if you put your heart to. I really need to write this fucking ad down. I really do. This is what, episode 4 now, and I just stumble all over what the fuck I'm trying to say. Alright, well, Harley, I wish you the best. Good luck out there with your cosplaying. Again, anytime you're in America, just not like New York or somewhere, because I can't drive that far.
No.
So, like, specifically South Bend, Indiana.
To America, I come to Indiana.
Woo! I'm sorry to hear that, but yay! All right. And that concludes this episode of First World Problems, the podcast, here on Lego Mega TV.
Never do that again.
Okay, bye, Internet.